Here I have a problem from the 2014 AMC 12 math competition, and it tells us that p is a cubic polynomial where p of 0 is k, p of 1 is 2k, and p of negative 1 is 3k. And it asks us to find p of 2 plus p of negative 2. So let's jump into the solution. First, we want to write p as a sum of 4 different terms, one with an x power of 3, like so, one with a coefficient attached to a power of x of 2, a power of x of 1, and a power of x of 0. But then if we plug in 0 for x here, we find pretty quickly that d is equal to k. So that's our first fact that we can use, and that's by this first line right here that the problem gives us. But now we can use p of 1 to find more terms in our polynomial. P of 1 is going to be equal to a plus b plus c plus d, and we know that that is equal to 2k. But because we know that d is equal to k, we can subtract a k from each side, so we know that a plus b plus c is equal to just k. But that means that a plus b plus c is also equal to d. Now let's plug in negative 1 and see what we get. So if we plug in negative 1, this term will be negative a, because negative 1 cubed is negative 1. This term will be positive b. This term will be negative c. And then we add k, and this is all equal to 3k here. And like before, we can subtract k from each side and make this equal to 2k, like so. But now adding these two equations up, we get that 2b is equal to 3k, which will help us for this p2 and p negative 2 case. We'll leave it in this form. We won't simplify any more than that. So this is our second fact that we're going to use. And then finally, if 2b is equal to 3k, then that means from this equation here that a plus c is equal to negative 2k. Okay, so let's clean this up a bit. We'll use these 3 colored facts that we've just found, and then maybe we'll plug in 2 and negative 2 into this cubic polynomial and see what we get. Okay, so now we're ready to find p of 2 plus p of negative 2. So p of 2 plus p of negative 2 is going to be equal to 8a, that's 2 cubed times a, plus 4b, plus 2c, that's 2 to the first power, times c, plus k, that's just d. But then we have to add this p of negative 2, and that's going to be equal to negative 8a, because negative 2 cubed is negative 8, plus 4b, because negative 2 squared is positive 4, minus 2c, plus k. But now we have a lot of things that cancel here. We have this 8a here, that cancels with this negative 8a here, and we have this positive 2c here, that cancels with this negative 2c here. So we really don't need this fact at all, that a plus c is equal to negative 2k. That doesn't really matter for our purposes. We're only left with something that involves b and d, which I've already substituted for k. So 4b plus 4b is 8b, 2k is 2d, but we'll leave that as 2k. But now because 2b is equal to 3k, we could write this as 4 times 2b. So we'll end up with 4 times 3k plus 2k, but that's equal to 14k. And that's enough for now.